This is Eyewitness News. We are streaming on all of our platforms right now, and what you're looking at is an explosion and fire at the Chevron oil refinery in El Segundo. This occurred a little bit before about 9:45 this evening, and the El Segundo Fire Department is responding along with other fire agencies from the South Bay. Looks like two locations, or really three, where there are flames visible. These two stacks that apparently are venting some of the gas and the explosive gases from the incident. Where the main fire is, though, is right here. We're going to try to find out what exactly was being worked on there, but we are feeling or getting more information about what is there. This is, of course, an oil refinery, so petroleum products are made there, gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, we presume, and you see something being jetted out the side of that structure. Very hot. People all over the South Bay reported seeing, feeling, hearing the explosion as it occurred. People as far away as Manhattan Beach, other parts of the South Bay reporting that they saw this. And we have Chris Christie overhead right now in Air 7. Chris, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, Mark, first I just want to explain what a dramatic explosion this was when it happened just about 15 minutes ago. We were over the San Fernando Valley, and this explosion lit up the entire night sky as bright as you could possibly imagine. So you can only imagine that this explosion was felt throughout the South Bay and even parts of LAX and the west side just north of LAX. I'm getting reports from a number of people in the surrounding cities that did feel this explosion. And when we looked over the Hollywood Hills, we could clearly see what was at the time a giant mushroom cloud that came from the Chevron refinery right here in El Segundo. We're now getting our first really close-up glimpse of this fire, and what you're looking at here is an extremely high-pressured oil line that is shooting out very hot flamage. The other two stacks that you mentioned are burning, they are venting, and that's not a planned vent. This is absolutely an explosion that happened here, resulting in a number of flare-ups there across this part of the refinery. But the main part that's out of control here is the part on the right side there, where there is destruction, where that explosion happened. In fact, as we look, some of the closest fire trucks that are able to get foam in that direction really aren't able to reach where that oil is coming from, where that hot flame, where those hot, really tall flames are coming from. There was some evidence of sprinkler system activation that I could see within that maze of pipeline, but right now it looks like this firefighting effort here is having very limited impact on the original location of that explosion. Surely they're going to dampen the surrounding area here. They're going to get foam wherever they find pools of oil and gasoline building up here. They will try their best to basically tackle what they can, but that area right there is elevated probably about 50 feet from the ground, I would say, and you can see just how much pressure is coming from that oil line to produce those flames, and to say nothing of the smokestacks here that are spitting out huge fireballs of oil coming from the further west part of the refinery. But again, when this explosion happened, it was an absolute a fireball that came from this part of the city that was visible for many, many miles away. So you can only imagine how it was felt down there.